Hey everyone, welcome back to this live. And today we are talking about the market, right? We're talking about the market, that how dramatically the market really dropped from $7,400 to $6,900. It's trading at $6,900 at some of the exchanges, and this is something nothing new to the crypto market. I mean, this is one of the biggest volatility that we have into the cryptocurrency space, and the prices are something that you can't be sure of at any time. And so I know that the traders will, I mean, if you are someone who was actually waiting for the prices to move up, because it was staying at 7,300 for a couple of days now, and it looked like the price is going to be staying, and all of a sudden it dropped about $400. And not only that, like we say that when the Bitcoin drops, everything else drops as well. So you have a price drop in almost all the other tokens also, starting from Ethereum, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash. Everything is bleeding right now, almost in two figures. So whether the Bitcoin price is moving further down to 6,500 or something, we don't know. But right now, I don't think this is the right time to enter the market. Let the market settle down first. This is the last 2 or 3 months have been interesting month. So the one of the behavior pattern that I've seen for the market is between 6.5 to 7,300. I think this is the third time or the fourth time. So this is the price range that it has been moving in. So if you follow that, if you have to follow that, I think the price is going to be coming down to 6.5 and then again hitting to 7,300. So these are the opportunities that you have, trading opportunities that you have in the cryptocurrency space, which is not a small amount, which is a pretty good amount, to be honest. So yeah, the market is one, and then we're going to talk about a couple of other news. For example, Shift, which is one of the decentralized exchange, has now started asking for the KYC, which is extremely horrible. And this is something which was tweeted today by Andreas Antonopoulos, saying that all of these exchanges, if all of these exchanges are going to be asking for the KYC and things like that, then what exactly is the point of having a decentralized exchange? You see, the whole idea of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin is really, to a certain exchange to give this facility to everyone. Doesn't matter which part of the world you are. And as we all know that most people in this world still, they don't have any identity. And so if you start asking for the identity from all those people, all of a sudden you are actually, you are not letting them use your platform just because they don't have an identity. So how are you even different? How are you any different from all the banking system that we have today? There have been a lot of criticism about Shift asking for the KYC now in order to use this platform, and this has been one of the concerns for many people into cryptocurrency space. All of a sudden, most of these exchanges have started asking for the KYC. I mean, again, not to say that people don't want to provide KYC, or maybe there is something wrong which their intention is, but the whole idea is that how will you be able to provide this financial access to everyone, including people who might not have a KYC format. So there are 15 people watching. Thank you so much, everyone, first of all, for joining, and amazing to see you all. Gaurav, what's up? Andy, Yoshimotsu Sushi, hi, what's up? Yo Gaurav, Robert Riches, what's up? 11th is the hearing date, same day, one more ETF hearing. I think ETF is not happening for sure, and just in my opinion, I don't think they are sure as yet on to come out with an ETF for Bitcoin. I think for the most of the regulators, the Bitcoin is still at a very early stage, and I don't think they will be coming up with an ETF at this point in time. As you already know that I'm not someone who is actually been waiting for the Bitcoin ETF, But yes, I understand the fact that if the ETF comes up, do expect some price jump. I don't know what. If the ETFs really comes up, maybe around onto $10,000 is something that I do expect the Bitcoin price to go up to at least $10,000 if at all there is an ETF coming. I mean, that's just the nature of the market, just the human psychology, you know. People will start buying in, something that happened in last year. So just the human psychology. But I don't think that's going to be happening. And of course, one of the important news that you also mentioned is that 11th is also the hearing in India. So if you are in India, you know, the Supreme Court is going to be holding a hearing on the fate of the cryptocurrency exchanges, because all of the cryptocurrency exchanges that you have today in India, none of them are actually having a banking support. So these exchanges are operating either peer-to-peer or they have some or the other settings. But you know, but the surprise part and the fun part is that none of these exchanges actually shut down. You know, they all are pretty much running. You talk about CoinDelta, CoinX, you talk about WazirX, you talk about Zepe. All of them are Geotas. In fact, all of them are running and they are doing fantastic. So that's another thing. Hi Raghavendra, how are you? JB, what's up? Crashed some news due to the Silk Road BTC wallet movement. Oh, yeah, is it? I too tweeted the Exodus. Will they convert itself into a membership? Exactly. That's a horrible decision, actually, Andy. I completely agree with you that if all these wallets and if all these, I mean, then what's the point of having Bitcoin if you're going to be asking and you know, this is ridiculous. I mean, for Bitcoin wallet, if you want to download a Bitcoin wallet like btc.com, you have BitPay, you have so many others wallets, it does not ask you for any KYC. And if so what I think is Exodus, there is no way Exodus can actually ask for the KYC. But of course, if they are told so by the regulators, but then they will have no other option but to ask for it. But I'm just saying that I mean, there will still be wallets which can operate without the KYC, and this is ridiculous. I mean, if this is how it goes, almost all the wallet companies will be asked to do KYC and AML, KYC, and in that way you are actually I mean, you're just failing the whole point of having the Bitcoin. You know, today if you want to hold Bitcoin, you don't need anything. You just need a phone. You just need to download a wallet, and that's it. And if these wallets start asking you for KYC, shit, I mean, that's like horrible thing that can ever happen to Bitcoin. So that's extremely dangerous. Recently, Iran have announced that they will start recognizing cryptocurrency mining as an industry. Yes, I was hearing this news today. So they want to recognize mining as an industry, which is good for the country, because that's something which is the new future, which is the future, right? For most of the countries, you know, who can recognize the whole ecosystem around Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space, around blockchain space. So what is the ecosystem all about? Well, the ecosystem is mining facilities, the one that you're talking about right now. The mining factories, the other ecosystem is supporting the cryptocurrency exchanges, so that all these assets can be inter-exchange and people can participate, because your fiat money is anyway failing, right? So that's one ecosystem. So you talk about exchanges, you talk about cryptocurrency mining, you talk about having academics like cryptocurrency and blockchain academics. And so this is the ecosystem. So any country which actually supports this ecosystem, I'm sure they have a bright future ahead, and Malta is already doing so. Geotas and CoinDelta started deposits and withdrawal. Exactly, that's what I said. I mean, most of these exchanges are still able to manage everything possible. BTG delisting on Bittrex. Exactly. So this is another news. Thank you so much, Andy, for adding. Yes, so Bittrex, guys, if you are holding Bitcoin Gold and if you're using Bittrex exchange, take that out, because Bittrex has announced that they're going to remove Bitcoin Gold from their exchange as well. Just take that out. So I think there was some attack, 51% attack on Bitcoin Gold, for which Bittrex asked them to for a compensation because they lost about 12,000 Bitcoin gold, which the Bitcoin gold denied. And since they denied that, they want to delist Bitcoin gold. So I still feel that most of these cryptocurrencies are still extremely centralized, especially currencies like Bitcoin gold, maybe even Bitcoin cash. And I know this is very controversial. Yeah, yes, Andy, I did see the message from Zeppe. I did see Mr. Ajit Khurana's videos yesterday, that he said that Zeppe is planning to actually refund all the rupees to their customers, and I don't know how they're going to do that, but also he also mentioned that there is no fixed date as yet. But that's the news I heard. So if you have any amount, I don't know if you're using Zeppe, and if you have any amount on Zeppe which is into INR, you will be refunded back in a few days from now. Oh, what happened? I think there's a network issue. Yeah, if Exodus will ask for the KYC, yeah, that's extremely bad. Hi Jay, will Ethereum ever reach 400? Well, I am definitely sure it will. Preetham says, hi Shiv, how are you? In spite of RBI ban, how come geoters accept INR deposits? So Preetham, I think they have some arrangements. They have some. I've not extremely looked into it, but I think they have some arrangement with peer-to-peer, and I think that's how they are able to provide the services. Kick zip. Okay, I wouldn't say that. Okay, guys, let's talk about the market. So what is going on with the market? Something that I really want to reiterate in this live is I'm not really sure as to what's going to happen with the other cryptocurrencies, of course, especially in the bear market, so in the bear market, but I do think that this is an extremely good market to be in. What we have seen so far is that Bitcoin is moving somewhere between 6.5 to 7,000, and I think this is a fantastic price to get in. I mean, in the long term, not really as a trader, not somebody who is going to be disposing it off. And of course, the trading is also possible because this is the price movement that we have seen. But in the long run, I'm saying that this may be a good time to enter, because I'm expecting some kind of bull run in maybe 2019 and 2020. There are experts who have said that this time the bull run will even touch, Bitcoin might even touch about $1 million. While this looks like this looks like a dream, and this might not happen, but you never know that. I mean, it might just as well touch the $1 million in the next 2 years, the way really the fiat money is losing its value and the economy is collapsing. And of course, there was this tweet that I want to show you. So it's CryptoPal who tagged me in this tweet today. And so he said that, can we see major economic crisis than 2008 in upcoming years? In my country, India rupees is all-time low. He tagged me, he tagged A. Pompiliano, he tagged Narendra Modi, the PM, he tagged Puspendra, okay, another YouTuber, and he tagged RBI as well. So yeah, I mean, he's made a very good point that can we see a major economic crisis than 2008, and I think that's pretty much coming. I don't know when, maybe in the next 2 or 3 years, but it's pretty much coming. And when there is a major crisis, and if you look at the coin market, the only coin that's going to be staying stronger is Bitcoin. So will Bitcoin be touching $1 million? Quite possible. And then you should be able to take the best advantage of that. Again, this is not a financial investment advice, just my personal opinion. Which website behind your screen? Because I am able to see the live data getting refreshed. Oh yes, I wanted to introduce you to this. This is called Litecoin Watch, and it automatically refreshes the screen. So it's called Litecoin Watch, guys. Actually, they had sent out an emailer to me, and I think they are also going to be there on their community. I'll be placed somewhere over here. But I think I really found them very good. I think Litecoin watch, I mean, yeah, it keeps refreshing, and they haven't explored it completely, to be honest. I wanted to get in touch with the Litecoin watch team and learn more about how to operate Litecoin watch, but I think they have many more features that a coin market does not have. As you can see here, currencies, exchanges, markets, watch list, portfolio, USD, 2 seconds, every 2 seconds. So you have an option here. So Litecoin watch, I'm exploring this with you guys, by the way, right? So you can put, like, you want refreshment you want to refresh it every 2 seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds, 30 seconds, or 1 minute. And if you can keep it just 2 seconds, it will just keep refreshing every 2 seconds. So you are you're completely updated with the market. So one good thing that happened is now there are not just, you don't have to be dependent on the coin market only. There are other market aggregator as well. So the more the merrier, that's what I believe. So this is the Litecoin watch if you want to go ahead and try. Do you want me to put the link in the description or in the chat? Paste the link below. Yeah, I did so. Wow, amazing. India is going down because of corruption and manipulation. Exactly. I mean, for sure, India is losing it. And I think this is one of the reasons. You must have heard the news that Indian officials are flying to Japan. They are flying to Japan. They are flying to Switzerland. And they're flying to UK to learn how these regulators have actually regulated cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. And Animesh Bivas, hi Shiv here, what's up? I'm late today. Hi Animesh, thank you so much for joining, buddy. You're not late, you're on time. But thank you so much for joining. China is strong. Yeah, I think this was one of the reasons why these officials from India are actually moving, not really moving, but traveling to these different countries who have who are looking at Bitcoin and cryptocurrency space very positively, better than India at least. So they want to understand from these regulators as to what are your perception, why are you doing it, why do you see a future in it, how do you regulate exchanges, what if this happens, what if this happens, what if this happens, what if this happens. And then I think India will be coming out of the regulations, guys. I'm extremely positive. This time India doesn't want to lose out, just like they lost on e-commerce and internet, and I hope they do come out. So that's what I think. Okay, I just need to reply to this one. Okay. $60 central bank and forex market are also going live with XRP soon. That's amazing. That's a great news for XRP. If this is the kind of use cases that you will see for the Ripple, for the XRP, I'm sure you will see a difference in the price of XRP. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of XRP. I don't hold any, but for anyone who is holding, and if these kind of news comes in, you can definitely expect some good gain in my opinion. But let's see what happens really. 60 central banks and forex market. Exactly. Is it effect of Goldman Sachs? Heard about the Goldman Sachs news. Oh, in Japan, XRP driven economy. What was the Goldman Sachs news, guys? Animesh, let's have a look. All right. Why would there be a cash? Because let's have Bitcoin falls after Goldman Sachs reportedly drops crypto trading plans. What the had. Okay, but I mean, they had never started the cryptocurrency trading as yet. It was just a plan, and I don't know how this is going to be affecting the market. But you know what happens is, another thing that I want to say is that I mean, you can just give, people can just give any reason why as to why the market fell. But this is not something new. People will give you any damn reason, but who knows really if this is the reason why the market fell. You know, CNBC and the other news media have printed it like that this was one of the reasons the Bitcoin price fell. I don't think that's really the reason. You know, because they were not even active. They were not even active traders. So it's not that they were already trading and all of a sudden they stopped. That didn't happen, right? So Bitcoin falls after Goldman Sachs reportedly drops crypto trading plans. It was just a plan. It is still a plan. I mean, who in the world will just sell off their Bitcoin and cryptocurrency just because Goldman Sachs is not a part of it? That's extremely funny. That's too funny, guys. I don't really think this is the reason why the Bitcoin market. Well, you know, this is just the natural behavior pattern that we have seen for the market. This is just a natural fall, and we have seen this already. We have seen this in the past also. And I think this might just go back to 6.5, right? And so as a trader, you want to buy it at 6.5. So this is the lowest that I have seen, right? Not a trading advice, but what I've seen, the lowest is 6.5, and then the highest has been 7,300, 7,200, and this has happened in a period of over 20 days, 25 days, 30 days. So maybe it's going to 6.5, but I don't think this is the reason. It just happened to be one of those market charts. Yeah, I mean, so one of the biggest concern is, like I said, the shift coming with the KYC, and all these wallets are coming with the KYC, which is basically defeating the purpose of cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. If you are going to be asking for the KYC for wallets, come on, you have defeated the purpose of Bitcoin completely. So that's one of the biggest concern. Apart from that, take out all the Bitcoin gold from Bittrex, because they are going to be delisting. And yeah, let's see what really happens to the market. Does it keeps falling, and does it go back to 6.5, or does it remain at 7 and pulls back tomorrow morning? This is something that we will have to see. All right, that's it. Thank you so much everyone for joining. It's due to the Silk Road wallets moving. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Silk Road or wallets moving. What about 10x? Well, man, 10x has been one of those projects that I was extremely excited when they launched, because I think this was the first credit card or debit card, what do you call, which will let you spend cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, and not only in one country but all over the world. So I was extremely excited about 10x. But like I said, I mean, over the last 1 year, a lot has happened. So as you can see, the all-time high for 10x was somewhere around what, $8-9 or $6-7. Right now it's sitting at 67 cents. So almost, I mean, 10x lost almost 90% of its all-time high value. So we can clearly see that most of the prices were nothing but speculation. You know, this is the one thing, if you want to take away one thing from this live, is that please understand the most of the cryptocurrency prices, like I'm talking about, I'm not talking about the Bitcoin price, but I'm talking about the most of the token prices here in this market here. Most of them are speculation and nothing else. And you can say that right away. You can say that looking at 10x price, you're looking at NEO price. NEO was $172. Can you believe that? $172. Right now it's $20. NEM 10 cents. You have Lisk at $4. You have Ontology at $2. It went to like $8 or $10. You have 0x. You have Q2 at $4. I think this was about $50 is what it went to, the all-time high. Decred Network. So Icon, look at Icon. Look at what happened to Icon. I think Icon was one of the most successful ICO. I think this was traded at about $8 or $10 if I'm right, and right now it's not even $1. So as you can see, most of the prices, most of the token prices in the coin market are not the real prices. They are just the speculation, and this is something that you must know by now. If you have spent some time into cryptocurrency space, this is something that you cannot miss out on. I think you should know that most of these prices are nothing but speculation and not real product, and anything which is speculation is dangerous to be in. It is risky situation to be in. So educate yourself, guys. Appreciate your enthusiasm, crypto, by attending IBC conference in Hyderabad and all. Thank you so much, Campo. Same here, man. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. It was amazing chatting with you, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Holo Chain, Sangam Shai. I don't know what's happening to Holo Chain. Let's have a look. Hot coin. Oh, it's extremely sad again. Shiv, you're trying BitMEX. I'm not trying, Andy, because BitMEX is extremely risky, man. The leverage trading is extremely risky. I haven't tried BitMEX, but I think it's worth looking at it, and it's worth trying with maybe a small capacity, maybe with a small capacity. But again, trading on BitMEX, a leverage trading is almost like gamble. If you make like 0.1 to 1 Bitcoin, next time you're gonna again do this. If you get profit once on BitMEX, you're not gonna stop it. You're gonna again play the game, and this is like an addiction, right? But yeah, I mean, it's worth trying. Extremely dangerous. Yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Amazing. I hope it was valuable, and it was good content, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Yeah, Sanjeet, we already spoke about Goldman Sachs dropping the plan to open cryptocurrency exchange. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow morning. Please take care. Good night. And we will see what happens to the market tomorrow morning. Take care.